Hey, greetings everybody, Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We are now going to get to the kind of meat and potatoes. What's the whole point of this expansion? It's kind of neat. We have the Alliance stepping for the first time into Draenor, and interactions with the Arakoa and the Magcar. So there's some heroes, Hellscream, Sun, Garrosh, and Kargath Bladefist. We have these different things that are happening. Turalyon and Illyria's romance. But really, the biggest thing, in my opinion, is the breaking of Draenor. Why does it look like the thing that we experience in Burning Crusade? And we kind of realize now that it's due to Ner'zhul's ritual and everything that this game has been about. So stay a while and listen to the breaking of Draenor from the Chronicle's perspective, and then we'll dive into the novel and we'll look how the game covers it. Khadgar had recovered most of the stolen artifacts, but the damage to Draenor had already been done. And remember, he has the Skull of Gul'dan, and he ripped the Eye of Dalaran out of his hand, Ner'zhul's hand. The unstable rifts opening across the land would soon shatter the world, and almost certainly kill everyone on it. Even worse, the destructive energies would blast through the dark portal into Azeroth. After consulting with Turalyon, Khadgar knew what needed to be done. The Sons of Lothar would have to destroy the Dark Portal to protect their homeworld, and they would have to do so from Draenor. With chaos unfolding all around, there was no time to gather on Azeroth and perform the task there. It was a suicide mission, but no one hesitated. The energies lashing across the world hampered Khadgar's own magical abilities, preventing him from creating a portal to Hellfire Peninsula. He and his allies were forced to use griffins to reach the Dark Portal. Khadgar, Turalyon, Illyria, Kurdran, Danath, and a number of other expedition members made the journey. Most of the Alliance soldiers stationed at Hellfire's Citadel had already retreated back to Azeroth, but now the remnants of the Horde were scrambling through the Dark Portal as well. And now here's a place where technically the next mission in the game is the Horde is trying to retake Hellfire's Citadel. So obviously that doesn't happen. Nobody cares about it. Everybody just wants to get through the Dark Portal. And the orcs were none too pleased to see that someone had come to close off their only means of fleeing. The two sides crashed together outside the yawning gateway in their desperate attempt to escape oblivion. As the battle raged, Khadgar and the other Magi unleashed the raw power contained within the Skull of Gul'dan, trying to touch as little of its fell essence as possible. Turalyon and his forces encircled the sorcerers and fended off the terrified orcs who sought to flee from their world. The Magi's spellwork ignited a massive explosion that destroyed the Dark Portal's stone frame and severed the bridge between Azeroth and Draenor, yet there was little time to savor the victory. The magical stress unleashed by Ner'zhul's spell was still spreading through the world, and it was growing more destructive by the moment. As violent earthquakes shook the land and continents fell away, Khadgar and the Sons of Lothar ran through an open rift nearby, not knowing where it would take them or whether they would survive. Only moments later, the world itself ripped apart. Draenor, the realm touched by Agramar and shaped by the Primals and the Breakers, the realm of the glorious Apexis civilization and the mystical orc clans, was no more. I mean, and technically it survives, as we know. It's ripped apart, it's ripped up, kind of, into space, but it is still technically in existence. Parts of it are no more. The oceans are no more, but yeah, for the most part, it still exists, and I wonder where Khadgar pops off to, and how long does it take him to get back? Maybe that's what Warlord of Draenor comes from. He's definitely back by Legion, but yeah, it's interesting to see kind of where does he go. He's definitely part of Warlords of Draenor, so that's possible where he pops off to. He's part of Legion. I don't know if he's back before then. So that's interesting. All right, so we'll have some wrap up here, but that basically takes us all the way through to the end of the game, and probably most of the way through the end of the book. But we have some little epilogue type stuff to do in both Chronicles, and there's also another level in the game that doesn't happen as well, which is the orcs uniting with the Alliance on a deal. We'll give you back the Book of Medivh because for some reason another tribe has it, if you help us become the most powerful remaining orcs on Draenor. So that whole little subplot, I don't know if it happens in the novel or not. I don't think so, but we'll read some of that stuff on the next time, one of these next episodes. All right, this one's in the pipe, 5x5. Thanks everybody so much for listening. See you next time on Lore of Warcraft.